God.
All right, guys. It has come. It's finally here.
It has come.
It has come.
Who's coming?
It has.
Look at the smile on his face when he says that.
Oh, jeez.
Well, it's the moment we've been waiting for, guys.
It is.
The season finale.
I guess
Yes.
we've been waiting for it.
Oh, we've been waiting for it.
This guy's been waiting for it.
He's
Bated
drooling.
breath, man. Everybody's been waiting for it. What are you talking
Everybody's
about?
been
Everybody.
waiting.
He said
All of our
bating
tens
breath.
of listeners have been waiting.
Yes, they have.
Well, let's not let them wait any longer. On this episode of Blank Propaganda Machine, we have the first ever hot and wild three-way debate, and it gets steamy.
And then Craig goes rapid fire, and Kirk invites redecorating tips on a new edition of Taste the Crew.
But first, Jed's potty mouth gets naked on Wheel of Propaganda.
Ooh.
I'm Craig.
I'm Kirk.
And I'm Jed. And we welcome our returning guest, the rambling congressman himself, Andy Bateman, in this season finale of The Blank Propaganda Machine.
All right. Here
Hey,
we are.
guys, here we are. The last episode of the season, guys.
Yes, it is.
Thanks for being here, Andy.
Yes.
Indeed.
We appreciate having you here again.
I
Our
like that I
favorite
just
guest.
walked right in and
Yeah.
you guys were ready to go.
Yes,
Security
we were.
is lax
It
here.
was very lax.
Well, no, I was going to say that's a pretty pro move.
Oh, well, we've
wow,
gotten
he's
much
like-
Yeah.
better since the old days.
Yes, indeed.
Yeah, speaking of pro move, get closer to that mic, bro.
That was a pro move.
There you go.
There we go. That's
right,
where
there he
we
is.
want to hear your pretty voice.
I want
right.
to hear that honey-coated voice.
All right, so this game is called Wheel of Propaganda, and in it, we roll a wheel. That
We
sounds
spin a
like
wheel even.
this. Oh, so
Listen
you
to
can
that click.
Hear the
Now, wait a
excitement of the
minute.
clicking.
Like, I get that that's for sound effects, but aren't you kind of using your mojo on your roll there?
What are you talking about? Let
That
me
was like
just
a real
explain
roll.
the
Okay,
rules,
sorry.
man.
I mean, I just...
And then you can ask questions,
Okay.
all right?
You thought he had mojo to start with.
I don't have
That's
that
the problem.
mojo. Come on. Okay, so we spin the wheel, and we have 90 seconds to sell whatever the wheel says us to sell, and then we all rate each other out of 10 how we feel like we were sold on that particular product. The only exception is there are modifiers. There are things that can, essentially wild cards can make things a little bit more zany and out of control. You ready for zany, Andrew?
I think so.
All right. That's all we
Strap
need.
in.
That's all we need. Just an I think so. Okay, I guess I'm going first again.
And then what
Okay.
happens? Then do you go in order?
And then I'm gonna spin
Yeah,
this
we'll
bitch.
probably just
Rotate.
do a wheel. It's a wheel. We're going to keep the wheel theme going.
See, that's a mighty roll, y'all. Or spin or whatever.
Celebrity spokesman Billy Mays.
Oh, so I have a modifier, and it is I have to sell it in the form of Billy Mays. So,
What just
Whew.
happened?
Yep,
okay.
It seems so set up.
it is.
Well, I mean,
you heard me
we
spin it,
came up
man.
with these.
Oh, that
so,
shit
yeah.
on there.
I know,
The
but I
wheel
mean,
didn't come with
the
those ideas.
modifier.
Yeah, the modifier. Okay, now let's see what I gotta sell. And then somebody ready with a timer? Is somebody ready with a timer?
I can be.
There
So
you go.
90 seconds.
You have to
I
He's
sell
gotta sell
celebrity spokesman Billy Mays.
As celebrity spokesman
As-
Billy Mays.
Okay, I think I can do that.
I think you spin again. I don't think you
Why
can
not?
double
I
it.
think I can sell Billy Mays as Billy
As
Mays.
Billy
Yeah,
Mays.
so the setup would
It's
be
kind of like an interview.
yeah,
right?
we're wanting a new spokesperson
Yep.
for this product.
and I gotta
so
sell
you gotta
myself.
sell yourself.
So you have to sell yourself for it.
Yeah.
You're going to have 90 seconds starting now.
Billy Mays here. I'm here to sell you the greatest thing of all time, me. Me, that's right, folks. I'm gonna sell you me. There is no greater thing in this earth than me. I can sell anything. I can sell ketchup popsicle to an Eskimo. I can sell anything you want, sir. Give me that pen. I'll sell that to you right now. This is not just a pen. It's mightier than a sword. Let me tell you a little bit reason why. This pen has a ball point in it, and it is amazing. Let me tell you how it's amazing to you. It has a perfectly silky black ink that comes out of it at your discretion. If you push hard, it goes really hard. If you push soft, it goes soft. And I can sell that to anyone. Let me tell you something else about myself. I died of cocaine use. So, that means I can really sell things I'll fucking put entirely too much energy into selling the shitty product that you give me. What if it's a fucking hose that wraps up into a tiny little ball, or if it's a goddamn garden mitt that also you can light your joints with? I will sell it to you because I'm Billy Mays. That's all I'm saying. Billy Mays here.
What's the time on that?
Got 4 more seconds.
That's right, folks. Billy Mays.
Time's up. Jesus Christ in heaven.
Okay.
Oh my lord, my head hurts a little.
Yeah,
all
I
right.
did that great. I think I knocked that out.
Well,
of the
the old-time newspaper man part of it was really my
Let me
favorite.
tell you, it's like Billy Mays, meets like old gangster movie.
Yep.
Let me tell you.
Let me tell you something, see? Billy Mays here.
I'm gonna get you.
whatever, I knocked it out of the park.
Oh,
I
you
nailed that
did.
guy.
Yeah.
And then the long.
I mean, I even got like his cocaine sweats after
well,
doing it.
you got
It
me.
was,
I
it
mean,
was all the energy I
it
threw
was
at
fun.
that.
And then you had the long side quest about the ballpoint pen. What the fuck was that about?
I was
like
selling
that.
the ballpoint
He did a
pen.
good job.
That's what he
Silky,
does.
It's
So-
mightier than the sword.
That's So right, that was. You
was
did
good.
use some old classic tropes
It was
in there.
good, man.
You know,
I like that.
I feel like you did.
You
You
dated
did a
him
good
well.
job.
Yeah.
You did a good job.
Right.
Are we rating him
Yeah,
before or
we'll
after?
start.
No, we're
with
gonna
Kirk.
we're gonna start
We'll go to
now.
the left. We'll go to the left here.
So I
what are we ranking? What are we
Out of 10.
What are we ranking the modifier on? Because remember we did the modifier was its
we'll
own
give him
point.
an extra point
2.5.
at least.
2.5. I think.
I don't know about 2.5.
I don't
2.5
think so.
points
Dude,
for that
the
modifier.
fucking double down was 1.5. All right, so no, you're getting a point maximum.
It gives you a point extra added on. So give him a base number and then give
Add
him one
one.
extra because he had to do it with a Billy Mays voice.
All right.
When I'll touch on that because the Billy Mays voice was questionable. The energy was there.
It was there.
I don't know. Do you remember who Billy Mays is?
Yeah, he was the guy with the beard.
He was the
Dark
OxyClean
hair.
dude.
I don't
And
know
he-
if I could have done any
red
better.
face
so that's
all
the
the
other thing
time.
I'll say. So yes, I think you embodied that energy, right?
And he
Need
did
to
say
hear
Billy
it.
Mays here a lot.
Yeah, you
He
did.
did. That was his.
And I-
He said
and I
it
said
first
that
thing
a few-
every day.
Yeah,
Billy Mays here.
yeah, and
And
that's
if I
what
got a
did.
product for
There
you,
you go. There it is. So yes, I would have given you probably just a good solid 7 for effort. I'll give you the 8 with
Oh,
the modifier.
I'll take it. I'll take it. Thank you. Not 8.5 though, huh?
Not even a little bit.
Not even a little bit.
It
Not
was
even a little
questionable to
A
get
little
me to
bit.
8.
Come on, 8.5. I know you
Can't
got
do it. Can't do it. You're a good kid.
All right, Jed.
so I'm gonna give you 6.5 because I think the ballpoint pen. I see what you're trying to do, but it didn't quite work for me.
Shocking.
So, but you're getting 7.5 from me.
7.5 total. Okay.
Oh, that's
all right.
more generous than I thought he was
That's
going
what
to
I
give
thought
you.
he was stopping at 6.5. I'll give. All right. What do you got?
Okay, so I think generally, the Billy Mays voice was in a different universe. It was a different universe of Billy Mays, for sure. It was like if Billy Mays was an old-time newspaper man. I mean, he was selling a story, see? I had a hot lead, a scoop. And it was like, there was a lot of that. And then finally, when you got to the pen, it turned into like a weird trope type pen
Yeah,
thing.
it was like the
good,
classic
yeah.
sales
It was like
interview.
Glengarry Glen Ross, like something weirder.
Sell me the spin. Sell me
Yeah,
the spin.
something spinny like that, and then the cocaine use. Really, I laughed a lot at that part. That was hilarious. Then you just went all in on that, and then
I
was
mean,
wondering
that's
how
his
much
thing.
time was left. You were trying to beat the clock at the end. I definitely could tell. So I was going to give you a 7, but then I think that you probably have a benefit for going first, so I'm going to knock that down to a 6.
A benefit
Yeah.
for going first.
And yeah,
Interesting.
it's a benefit because you're hilarious. You're the funniest one that's gone so far.
Oh my god.
Nothing to compare to.
Yeah,
so he's got to dock you for
So
the
I'm
newness
well,
of
no,
it.
I'm just gonna say
So
yeah,
he docked
maybe
me because of the position.
I'll
I
dock
went.
you
That's
out.
it.
No, only because
'Cause I went first.
it's not. It's hard for me in context to compare and rank you against something that has yet to be heard. Yet
I think you should go with your gut.
oh,
is what you
jeez.
should
I'll
do.
I'm gonna do a low score. I'm gonna be a harsh
Oh
judge,
my
and it's
God.
gonna be a 6. with a bonus point knocking you up to a 7.
So what's my total?
So you got a
7.
7.5, and an 8. So that's 14.5 plus 8.
So average is 7.5.
So finish the equation, Chad.
I average 7.5. We'll do averages. That's easy.
22.5.
Okay.
Okay, 22
Your
and a half.
your score is 22.5.
22 and a half.
That's
All right.
a good score.
That is a good score.
Yeah,
On
let's
3
see
people?
what you get, buddy.
Out of a maximum of 30.
All right.
All right, let's see what Kirk's up.
Somebody get their phone ready for me. All right, here we go.
And you drew. Spokesman Billy Mays. Yeah,
This is
spin
rigged.
that. Yeah, it's rigged. Something's up. Oh, there you go. Salty, warm chestnuts.
All right.
90 seconds. And do not forget to
Peanuts.
emphasize how salty and warm they are.
They're
And
chestnuts, right?
They are chestnuts, yes.
Just salty warm
chestnuts.
salty warm chestnuts. And he doesn't need your fucking advice before he goes, bro. Quit influencing, man. All right, here we go. You ready?
Yeah.
90 seconds and go.
Folks, think back to your favorite Christmas time memories. Do you remember the smell of roasted, salty chestnuts? Let it take you back there again. Let it make you feel like a child again at Christmas. Nothing is gonna beat these warm, salty chestnuts on a cold, crisp winter day. They're warm, so they're gonna give you comfort. They're gonna hug your soul. They're salty, so they're gonna give you that feeling of maybe I'm being a little daring with my blood pressure. But it's working out. I feel great. It's cold as fuck out here. I'm lucky I have these salty, warm chestnuts to fall back on. Have some today.
You got 26 seconds left.
Did I mention the warmth? They're warm. They're not hot.
You did mention that. You did.
Well, I really am trying to drive it home.
Okay. Wow, I think he was waiting for that clock.
We need a warning, I think. Implement a little bit of a
10
10
second
seconds
warning.
or something. Yeah.
Okay.
It's sometimes fun to watch them flail, though.
Yeah.
So,
Oh
I get
my
that.
god.
If you have the clock, though, it might help with pacing. If you can be like, oh, shit, I need to stretch this out a little bit.
Yeah, I know. But it is kind of fun doing it blind.
Yeah.
Your sense of how
You're like,
long
how much
90
time do I got,
seconds
Johnny?
actually is.
Yeah, you just gotta go.
Yeah.
So, Jed.
It's only 90 seconds.
Right.
You're up.
I'm
How
up.
do you rank it?
Tell you what. So, I mean, yeah, there wasn't much to work with there. It's the salty, warm chestnuts. So, sadly, you fell short on your timing. So we're gonna have to shorten you. We're gonna have to shorten your score based off of your shortened performance.
Okay, fair enough. I
So-
can take that criticism.
So we're gonna give you a base of 6
Okay.
with no modifiers. So you got a 6.
All right. That's fair. I'll
Sixth
take
it
that.
up. Andrew, what's your...
Yeah, so, Kirk, you went right for the Christmas association, which was smart. Most people don't really eat a lot of chestnuts, so they only think of them as some sort of Yuletide treat.
That's where my head was at, yeah.
And,
I feel like the strongest move.
Yeah, so then you started to go with the descriptors, and, sometimes I'm wondering if the fact that Jed kept telling you earlier to emphasize them, if that
Right, I think
had
that may
played a part.
influenced.
you know.
I agree.
The blood pressure line was perfect. That was, I think you get 5 points just on that one alone because it was perfectly delivered.
It was a great line.
Perfectly delivered as a daring that eating salt gives you a feeling like you're daring your blood pressure or something. I don't know. I really like that. So that was really good. And then I think that you also oddly couldn't remember that they were salty warm chestnuts, and you kept looking at the words
Yeah.
themselves to try to.
right here kept blocking
Yeah.
the word warm. So
Yeah.
that's why I really emphasized the warm, because that was
You
the
had
one.
to make sure you found
Yeah.
that warm.
I was
So
like,
that was kind of odd too. But yeah, I think I'm gonna go with the same score as my friend to my right as a 6 as a final score.
all right.
You got me going. It wasn't a lot. It wasn't a lot to work with, and I think it kind of showed.
I can accept that.
All right. Well, I think you started off, sir, very strong.
Yeah.
You were emphasizing visuals, the cold day, especially when we're sitting up in this hot ass studio. The cold day was really good.
Took you there.
And my favorite part was the inflection in your voice when you were talking about you act back there on a snowy day again. Like when you said again, it was like again. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I know, he did.
You know what I'm talking about?
His performance,
Yes.
I think, is what kind of got
the
it over the
performance
top.
really
Yes.
It sold it.
Yes.
I do agree with
and then
you.
it all
Yeah.
peaked, it all built to that beautiful line about the blood pressure.
The crescendo,
The
yeah.
That was so
crescendo.
great.
So I think those were definitely the major
High
highlights.
points.
Yeah, the low points obviously ran out of time. I do disagree with these two, and then they say you didn't have much to work with. I thought you had at least that additional 26 seconds to talk about some sort of innuendo when it comes to salty nuts. Putting them on your chin, in your mouth. I was going to hear salty nuts in my mouth, and I didn't hear that. I was a little disappointed that I didn't hear about salty nuts in my mouth. Yeah, I will give you a 6.5 because I really love that inflection at the beginning. That was
Right on.
your storytelling was spot on, sir.
I'll take that. I appreciate that. So that's a good solid, 18 and
18
a
and a
half?
18 and a
Okay.
half. 18 and a half.
I'll take it.
All right,
Jed,
pass me
diet.
that there.
Jed wants the wheel.
All right. See how this goes. Billy Mays.
I don't know why I likes Billy Mays so much. Okay.
All right, 1 week to a nudist colony with Brazilian wax.
With a complimentary
Brazilian wax, yes.
Okay, here we go. Are you ready? And go.
Do you really need to get away from everything? And I do mean everything, including the clothes. Well, have I got wonderful news for you. For a limited time only, we are giving away a 1-week complimentary trip to a nudist colony in beautiful Hawaii. So you're going to be sun, you're going to be hanging out, you're really going to be hanging out. And to make sure that you are in peak aesthetic shape, let's say, you're also going to get a complimentary free Brazilian wax. I mean, they're going to really get into every crevice, folks, and get every last hair out of there so that you can just walk down that beach absolutely glistening if you have proper oil application, which you better, because this is Hawaii. And the last thing you want to do is cook out in that fucking sun.
Oh, wow.
And like I said, it is a full week. Oh, holy shit. Okay, so... So it's going to be a full week in Hawaii, so there's going to be plenty of time for, barbecues, all the pina coladas you can fucking drink, and you're going to be drinking plenty. We got a beachfront property, so you're going to be able to get out there and get in that sea, do some nudist fucking scuba diving, nudist fucking skiing, maybe not skiing, but surfing, most definitely. What else do we have on the property? Jesus Christ. There's a gazebo, so you can have a naked picnic.
Naked picnic.
Oh my God. That was amazing.
That was great. Yeah.
Yeah. Wow, Jed.
Let me tell you something.
I had no idea you could
Jesus
do
Christ.
that.
Yeah, we didn't know that was in you, bud. All right, Andrew, how would you
Let me just
start this
kind of
off?
collect my thoughts a little bit after that. You came in so strong, first of all. Very professional voiceover. And I think you were hitting the points by being very narration. You're telling what was happening. You definitely got to I knew what you were offering right away.
Yeah.
You sort of tactfully talked around all of the nuances of the offer, and had some fun with it, hanging out. As an example,
Hanging out, bro.
So here's where I'm gonna turn a little critical.
There's always a little bit of,
I think that as you lost your train of thought, you started to
come off the rails a little bit.
drop a few F-bombs and things like that. And as you started to do that, you just broke my suspension of disbelief, because I had been in this sort of persuasive mindset. I could use someone to give me a Brazilian wax if I'm going to be strutting around. And once you dropped the F-bomb, it was like, what am I gotta be who am I kidding? You know, this is not real. And so I'm gonna get. I think you had me with an 8, and I'm just gonna dock you to a 7.5 because I don't think it's not necessarily like it's more of a just consistency.
It's a stylistic thing.
Well, no, it's more of a habit thing because
sure.
I think if you had removed all of those curse words, you would have gotten to that joke you had at the very end when you ran out of time about naked picnic. You know, that would have been in the conversation, but instead the bell tolled and the F-bombs kind of
overtook.
Yeah, so I think I'm going to give you a solid 8.
All right.
Oh, right on.
Well, you know, as always, our esteemed guest has amazing criticism and analysis of these pitches, and there isn't much I could change or concede to what our esteemed councilman had to say.
You think it was a thorough review, huh?
I thought it was a thorough review. I also agree you started off very strong. Really, I felt your passion for the product more than I felt anything. That was what really drove me. Like, you were really into this, and I could tell. And, you know, that's infectious a little bit. You almost had Andrew on that one. And you did almost have me until you said the word glisten.
You weren't down with glistening,
Yeah,
huh?
and, you know, I would be easily give you 8, 9, but that glisten just made me think of your naked ass running around on the beach glistening, and now I gotta go 4. So I'm giving you a 4.
Wait. If I could appeal just to this. Listen, my friend, what about our female listeners? They might.
Oh, you're right. 3.5. I would like to go 3.5 for our female listeners. I totally forgot about them.
I think I think there's a couple of decent points made by both these guys. I agree. You came out with such gusto.
Came out swinging. Yeah.
I was questioning whether you would be personally performing the Brazilian wax. That's how much gusto you fucking had, man. You were just brimming. Teeth ear to ear. But I will also say that, yes, you did such a great... You've got this amazing voice. I don't know. I don't want to give you too much praise, but you got a really great, like, salesman-y kind of voice. But the moment you started dropping the F-bombs, it's so, like, it shatters the illusion. Yeah, so hard. You're like, whoa! That, it's like hearing fucking, like, your favorite, TV character, like, cussing bloopers and shit. You're like, it's unnerving almost.
All of a sudden, like, the second the fucking camera turns off, Big
Well,
Bird,
and
like,
here's
starts
the
dropping
thing.
F-bombs and
We
shit.
do hear you say the F word all the time, so it's not as jarring.
Yeah.
But, like, in a sales pitch, you're just like, holy shit. But no, other than that, I actually think you did a really great job, and I'm going to give you an 8.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
So what's that? You got...
I got an 8, and then you gave me 3.5.
3.5, yeah.
It's 19.5.
19.5
That's
for
pretty
Jed.
good.
Way to go,
That's
Jed.
pretty good.
You're still beating me.
Those are
Good
good points.
score.
That's good points for you, especially.
Okay, I guess this is how it goes, huh?
Yes, it is.
Oh, listen to her purr.
It's going to be Billy Mays, I bet you anything.
Oh,
Oh, no.
almost.
Donnie Wahlberg Halloween mask.
Okay, so we need you to sell us.
A Donnie Wahlberg Halloween mask.
Are you ready?
I think so.
90 seconds.
90
This
seconds
is crazy.
and go.
Donnie Wahlberg is one of the most unrecognizable faces in Hollywood today. So why not buy that face and wear it for Halloween? In that case, wear it anytime when you're trying to commit a crime, when you're trying to stay unnoticed, when you're trying to hide away from scum and villainy, when you're trying to go door to door selling insurance. This is the kind of thing that you could wear for any occasion. A Donnie Wahlberg Halloween mask. It is not a plastic mask that has a string around it. No. It is a full mold rubber mask, complete with animal hair that has been shaved to achieve the familiar tousled look of Mr. Wahlberg's coiffure. Now, shall I tell you a little bit more about Mr. Wahlberg's mask? This mask is also featured as complimentary, where you have different animals for hair that can substitute for the
10
other
seconds.
Backstreet Boys. So you could get the Jordan horsehair. You could get the other one's hair.
Time.
Okay.
All right.
How about that? You could get the other ones.
Ooh. Wow, that was a strong sales pitch.
I don't
sir.
know about that.
Strong sales pitch.
You managed to finish the 90-second slots. That's
Yeah.
a big mark in your
You
favor.
hit the mark.
Yeah, so let me give my review here.
Completion.
I would say, yeah, you started off a little shaky, to be honest. But what I really loved about it, probably my favorite thing, is as you went, you grew, became stronger with the product, talking about what type of mask it was, the horsehair that you can switch out for Jordan or whoever. That was great. I also really liked the insurance line, being able to sell door-to-door insurance. I don't know why Donnie Wahlberg.
Apparently he's got an insurance salesman face.
Yeah, I guess he's got a good insurance salesman face, so I like that. So I'm gonna give you 7.
Okay.
7, sir.
Well, thank you. I think part of the reason is it's such an obscure thing. I had to sort of wrap my head around what the heck it was that the thing was.
I wish I did like the New Kids on the Block reference. I wish there was a little more of that. That'd probably be one of my.
I mean, that's part of the thing.
Or
I'm having
Band of
to. I'm
Brothers?
You're struggling to remember who the hell Donnie Wahlberg
Yes,
is.
Wahlberg
exactly. I was
is.
spending a lot of time trying to think about who Donnie Wahlberg
Who
is.
Donnie Wahlberg
And then
is,
I was
yeah.
realizing that was not helping me because I know he's in like a cop show or something.
Yeah, I think so.
And,
He's in Blue Bloods.
Man, Band
Tom
of Brothers.
Sellers.
Yes.
And yeah. So he's done a lot of acting now, but I mean, like I said,
But you got stronger, so I appreciate that.
okay,
so.
that's cool.
So what I would say is I thought it was great. No, I thought you did a great job. I think you tackled the unfamiliarity of Donnie Wahlberg with a plum. And that's why he is able to pull off such mundane tasks as, what is he? Was he an accountant? What was he?
Door-to-door salesman.
Door-to-door salesman, right. Perfect. Why not? I do have to ding you, though, because you said Backstreet Boys and not New Kids on the Block.
New Kids on the Block
Did I?
thing.
Yes.
Yeah, okay. That's unfortunate.
So while I was going to give you a solid 9
Like
because I think
NKYLB, bro.
you hit all the right spots, but that
NKYLB.
you took me out of it. I
That's-
didn't
can-
trust you a
of
little
course.
bit after that.
Yeah.
Misrepresenting the facts, huh?
Yeah,
I
you're
was like, it's
misrepresenting
either this
Donnie
guy's
Wahlberg.
first fucking day on the job or he's not doing his homework. Either way,
The joke doesn't work.
I need to hear
It's
more.
wrong.
I need to hear more,
Mm-hmm.
but you didn't have enough time to convince me. But I'm going to still give you that solid 8.
So that's what, a 7.5 and an 8?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, what you got?
Yeah,
I
you
gave
know-
him a 7, actually. 7.
I now see. I personally, unlike my co-judge over here, I actually kind of like the fact that you mixed the bands up because a lot of people are fucking gonna mix those bands up,
Like Jed would.
and I think it adds even more. Well, I certainly would,
So
and
he
I think it
empathizes
adds
with that. So I
even
get
more. I think it adds even more to this whole unfamiliar thing he was throwing in. It's like he's so unfamiliar you can't remember which fucking band he was really in. So I think it adds an extra layer of that. So I'm gonna give you an 8.5.
Ooh.
Wow.
That's crazy.
You just did that so he could beat me. I know what you did. I see what you did
That's
there.
just a happy coincidence.
It's just a happy coincidence. It means we're like a half point or something.
Well,
Controversy.
Yeah.
Controversy as
Controversy.
always.
Because you had what? Yeah, 23 and a half. You beat me by a point.
Did he really? I didn't even consider
1
that.
point. It's you guys mucking around with these half points.
Yeah, these half
Yeah.
points might have to go.
Okay,
Yeah.
so so the order would be, let's figure out who got how many points.
Dead last would be Kirk.
Jesus, well, thanks for putting it so
Wow,
fucking.
dude, what a dickhole. I think
softly,
you should lose
you know.
2 points for just kind of being a dick just now.
At 18.5, I had 19.5. You had 22.5, and he had 23.5.
So I think really you should get 17 and a half.
You're always trying to chisel fucking points off
for
me. It
being
ain't happening.
a dick. So I think really it's 17 and a half, 18
Dick
and
points?
a half.
Dick
No, it's
points?
It is, I
It
think
is
so.
not. No.
It's all for
I
bragging
definitely
rights,
think
folks.
that there was one outlier score in the whole, round table scoring system that did have an impact on the overall result.
What are you talking about? You're looking at me
Yes,
like
because
it's me.
because someone got
Because I got the outline?
yes, someone.
Because I had to do the Billy Mays voice?
No,
and
no,
blocked
no,
it?
sir.
No,
First
he
of
means
all,
because you
you
gave
got
a
a
bad
modifier.
score to
you gave
Jet.
someone a
No,
very low
that
score.
was a
That
great...
is true. You did.
No, I was a deserved score.
A 3.5.
Yeah. You think the women want to hear about his naked glistening
Only
body? No.
you were thinking about that.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
Yeah,
I
that's-
my head never
I was
went
not
there.
That's where
picturing
it went.
Jed in any way. I was picturing me because he was that good, and I was like, that would be wonderful.
Your
Hawaii,
naked,
and he was giving you all the
glistening
safety tips of like, don't forget to
Well,
apply
you know
sunscreen.
what? It's subjective, bro. Okay?
All right.
And that's what I felt.
Okay. I'm not arguing that you don't have the
It's
right
funny
to
you
give
argue that,
score.
but you're not arguing your 8.5.
Well, I don't think I
You
deserve...
self-admitted, didn't even know what the fuck you were
I don't think I
selling.
deserve to win. I believe that Jed deserved to win. His was the funniest one for me. I gave him the highest score, I believe.
Blasphemy.
I would have given me like a 6 or 7. Because that was a
I
hard one,
gave
though.
you a 7. That's
Yeah,
what I gave you.
So, I
These
mean, I'm just
guys-
saying, like, I wouldn't have given myself a
See,
score that would have brought me up
See,
to
I
whatever
maybe
number.
had that. You said it was like biased because you took one down because of you. I went
I mean,
first.
does the winner get
But you
anything?
got the guest bump. You got the guest bump from these two
That's
jokers
fine,
over
that's
here.
fine. What am I gonna...
So where's the penalty for that?
You know?
We're taking back your Rally's
Yeah.
coupon.
Yo. No prize. No grand prize this week.
No, guys,
You're done. You're done.
I can't possibly.
So,
Billy Mays here. What do you have? What do you know? What do you say?
that was Wheel of Propaganda. It's another good installment of it, wasn't it?
Wheel of propaganda.
All right.
All right.
Yeah,
Well,
how we doing,
back.
guys?
We're doing well because now we're getting into mass debate.
Mass
The season
debate, yes.
finale, mass
This is the
debate.
final one, guys.
Yes, it is.
Between the masters.
That's right. And returning to defend his previous win is our good friend Andy Bateman. Are you ready, Andy? Again?
Yeah, this is thrilling to be here.
You're damn right.
Guys, he looks bored as shit.
No, we were.
He's doing a Sudoku puzzle.
Yeah, we're excited here.
He barely heard the question.
Come on.
He did. Now, I do want to say this, though.
Blue versus green, right?
Blue versus green. Yes,
You
it
won
was.
that one. Do you remember what side you were on?
The blue side.
You're goddamn
that's
right.
That's right.
The winning side.
I would like to interject real quick here, though, because the standings were Craig was first. You somehow managed to get second off of one appearance. I don't know how the fuck that happened.
Very
Because you really sucked this year, dude.
Yeah.
Is really what
And
happened.
yet I'm third.
You were
blew.
horrible.
And then Kirk is last. So the real question is, though, is
You were
why
horrible,
is a
man.
non-host in the finale? The finale is always one of us.
It's because you're horrible. You
I
don't
am
know
not-
how to debate worth a shit.
This guy is calling
your ass plenty of
shenanigans. Shenanigans,
I
Jed
am
is
calling
calling.
shenanigans.
It's fine.
Well, we've got something set aside for this specific situation.
What are you talking about?
I mean,
I've got-
I'm not going anywhere. I came all the way down here to
Right.
do
No,
this.
why are
This
you trying
guy
to kick this guy out? He deserves
Spent
to
his
fucking-
own gas money to get here.
Fair enough. We'll not
You can't
waste this
kick out
time.
a
Well,
guest.
what's your backup here?
So
then?
what we can do is we can crack the emergency glass and pull out the three-way
What
debate.
the fuck? No,
Three-way.
no. We're not doing no three-way. This guy didn't earn his spot. He sucked this year. I don't care if he's a host or not.
But he's going to be belly aching all summer long.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
You gotta let him shoot
All right,
his shot.
Fine.
Hey, I'll
But
take all
we don't want to hear
comers.
any complaining when you get destroyed here. We don't
Yeah,
want to
if
hear
you get
nothing.
trounced, you gotta take the fucking L for once.
Yeah, and
without the
not-
controversy.
Cry and whine like you're doing now. 'Cause we're
Prime
tired
and
of it.
wine.
I'm just saying. Just saying.
You know,
So we're gonna let him in on this.
somebody pissed in that boy's
Yeah,
Cheerios.
if he
'cause
wants
he's-
in, he's gonna have to
spitting
defend himself. He's not getting any more fucking handouts.
All right, that's fine.
You're done, buddy.
We'll do the three-way.
All right,
All
we'll
right.
do it live.
Whatever. Fine. I'll destroy both these guys. They're nothing.
All right. So I think this is gonna have to work a little bit differently than normal. So I'm gonna grab. Actually, can I borrow your cowboy hat, Andy?
Yes, you may.
Thank you.
Oh,
we're gonna,
we're gonna
place the topics inside of the hat, and when you pick your topic, I don't know. I guess keep it to yourself, and we'll figure out what the hell happens
Don't
next.
read them yet until
That's
we're ready
right.
to go.
Don't let
That's
anybody
right.
know until everybody can reveal together, is what you're
Yes.
saying. Okay, fair enough.
So
And while we're picking stuff, why don't you describe the rules and what have you?
So the things that are going to stay the same here are going to be the opening statements are going to stay 90 seconds long. Then there's going to be a question and answer portion.
Now, should we not even look at them?
No, you can go ahead and look.
We're looking at them right now.
If
Okay.
you want, oh, here, no, we'll save the surprise.
Okay.
So then we're going to go into a question and answer segment where basically one person is going to get questioned by two people. For 3 minutes, we decided. It's normally 2.5, but since there's going to be a whole gangbang of questioning going on, we're going to go with an extended 3 minutes there. Then afterwards, you're each going to get another, minute, I think,
Minute
to make a
closing
final...
argument.
Closing argument, yep.
Closing arguments. And then the rest is up to God and our listening audience.
Woo!
Seems fair.
Let's
All
do
right.
it.
So, now, let's see. I guess we'll just go here. Jed, what did you get?
I got boxers.
Beautiful. Who got another one that starts with a B?
Me. I got briefs.
I got commando.
All right.
Think
So
I
there
know
it
where this
is.
is headed.
Yeah, oh yeah. So that is what you're going to be a proponent of.
Okay.
Is Jed, you're going to have boxers and you'll go first because
Yep.
it literally goes boxers, briefs, commando. So we'll just go in that order there. And let me get you all set up here and we'll have you do your starting statement. Are you ready?
I'm ready, sir.
All right, here we go now.
All right, so when it comes down to picking your undergarment, everybody knows that if you want freedom of movement while at the same time minimizing the chance of fucking hanging up your ball sack in your zipper, you want to go with boxers. They give you plenty of movement, plenty of circulation. They're not smashing everything in there all fucking tight like a brief will do to you. And they're not chafing your balls on jeans like going fucking nothing will go to you. So, if you're going to get any kind of underwear, man, you want those boxers. I'm telling you. You're going to want that freedom of movement. You're going to want to be able to, keep your balls nice and cool so you're not getting sweaty down there and having your nuts stick to the fucking side of your shit. No good. Sweaty day, you got to have that fucking airflow because even talcum powder's not going to save you on like a hot fucking humid July day. You want something that's going to get air in there. So, yeah, you want to go with the boxers, man. That's the way you want to go. You don't want to fucking destroy your chance of having children by cooking your balls right up against the inside of your fucking divot there. So,
15
so
seconds.
you want to go with boxers. That's the one you want to go with. And I'm good. I think I've said all that needs to be said.
All right, he's going to cede his time.
How much time is this?
90 seconds.
What you got? Briefs.
You ready?
I'm ready.
Your 90 seconds starts now.
Ladies and gentlemen, when we think about proper care of the male genitalia, one image comes to mind. I can sum it up in 2 words: tidy whitey. But I don't need to be that superlative. I don't need to spend so much time going into the history of this. It started with a cod piece, a loincloth. I mean, these things all evolved. But look, I'm rambling. Let me be brief. We know what kind of comfort and support the male undercarriage requires. As it moves around to and fro, hither and yon, it must be supported. It must not have this opportunity to get dislodged and wedged into crevices and tight spots that could otherwise bruise those delicate, wonderful, beautiful jewels of our family lineage. These are important, as is the great and powerful Johnson that sits there making sure it's in the right position. It needs to be hung high, to the left, to the right, whichever is more comfortable. Thank you.
All right. Compelling stuff. All right, Commando, are you ready?
I'm ready.
Your 90 seconds starts now.
In 1776, our founders created this great country on one concept and one concept alone. And that concept is freedom. And there is nothing that gives you greater freedom in this world than going commando. That's right, folks. You don't need underwear. Let your balls fly free, dangling in the wind that we call life. It's an amazing thing to go commando, guys. I'm telling you, you will feel so free, so relaxed, knowing that your privates are out and roaming with absolute freedom to do as they please. Whether they want to dangle, whether they want to spring up, whether they want to tallywhackle, they're going to do what they want to do. And it's important for us to make sure that we treat our genitalia correct, how God made them. Not to be restricted by fabric, but to have the absolute freedom that our founders came to this country and created. And that is the freedom of going commando. Thank you.
All right. Well said. Well said. And then, so now we're going to move on to the questions and answers portion. So basically it's going to be a free-for-all. You guys are going to gang up on Jed here for the next 3 minutes. And whoever wants to start, go now.
Let me ask you something, Jed. You said something about, like, freedom of what you have. Like, it's not hot and sticky. How does that add up? How do you get more air when you have more fabric? That makes no sense.
Well, see, unlike the brief, which fucking really just puts a stranglehold on everything down there, the boxer encases everything, yes, keeps it protected, keeps it from getting too fucking out of control, but it still provides channels of airflow so that your testes stay nice and AC'd throughout the day.
If I may jump in, I believe I was mentioned. Now, listen, I think that you are just, it's window dressing. That's all this is. It's a trend. You're wearing something that is, for all intents and purposes, there for someone else's purpose. I mean, what kind of pants are you wearing that you need to have all of this flow of
That's
air?
a good question. What kind of pants are you wearing with all the flow of air?
With the flow of air?
No, but-
It's any kind of pants. I mean, with the boxers, everything is totally fucking sealed off. There's no ability for any air to work its way around.
I thought you just said that there was good airflow in boxers. What are you talking about?
Yeah, that doesn't make so sense. How about skinny jeans? Will that work with boxers?
Sure, why not?
I'll tell you why not. Have you ever heard of riding? You ever heard of a wedgie? This shit happens all the time with boxers.
It's true.
It's horrible.
You're going to get that shit up your ass if you try to wear your sexy jeans.
The only thing boxers, and I will give you this 1 point, 1 point only, and that's if you wear your pants hanging really low below the ass cheek, a boxer will be the best garment for you. But that's, again, for someone else's benefit. You are trying to show your ass in that case. You're not protecting
is there
your
going to be a
ass.
question anywhere in this question and answer period?
Yeah, my question
1 minute
is,
left.
Why do you assume that if you're wearing skinny jeans, that'll work?
I'm telling you, man, boxers are not as restrictive as the briefs, and they provide an extra layer of soft fabric.
Reclaiming my time. Listen, man.
Reclaiming what fucking
Excuse
time?
me, he mentioned me again. He mentioned me again.
Reclaiming my time.
He mentioned me again.
Reclaiming my time.
35 seconds.
Okay, look, let me tell you something. You say restrictive, I say supportive, okay? There's two different perspectives to this, and you clearly aren't thinking about what is important to your manhood, okay? You're acting like, oh, it just needs to be breezy and easy down there. No.
No, it needs to have just enough surrounding it so that it doesn't get out of control, but not so restrictive that
listen,
it's rubbing your fucking
right,
balls.
just so that
or
Reclaiming my
thigh
time.
or
Reclaiming
fucking-
my time. Listen,
What the fuck is this reclaiming your time shit?
I need to know why you believe that you're not going to have a panty liner with your boxers if you wear skinny jeans. Huh? Why?
That's time, but you may answer if you want to.
The fuck is a panty liner?
I'm assuming.
Maybe it wasn't the answer we were looking for. But...
He fucking schooled you, bro.
All right, so we're going to now, Andrew, they're going to ask you questions for 3 minutes.
Fair.
Starting now.
I have a question for you, Andrew.
Shoot.
Are you a 95-year-old man?
No, and you know the answer to that.
So then why are you wearing 95-year-old panties?
These are not panties.
They look like them. They look like panties. They're man panties.
Okay.
Why are you wearing the man panties? Why do you sell them?
I like the way they look. I like the way they feel, more importantly. I like how they keep me protected and safe. And I like what happens after I remove them.
Oh, really?
That's
You
an
think-
interesting fucking bomb to just drop there at the end, but fair enough.
Yes. I like the entire life cycle.
So you can honestly sit here with a straight face and say that tidy whities are sexier than commando.
I mean, do you find it sexier than Commando?
Hell no. Do I find 85-year-old men fucking attractive? No. Why would I wear tidy whities?
But dangle on the loose
That's right. Dangling on the loose.
is for you.
Why isn't it for you?
Listen, when I am nude, that's time for me to be nude. I'm perfectly comfortable, happy with that. But when I'm on the go and I need to know that my personal space is going to be in good hands, I want it to be done by the nice cupping structure of fabric of a brief. Believe me, I don't need to.
Tell me, do you pull the briefs? Do you pull the pants down when you go pee, or do you use that little hole? That little stupid hole.
Oh, that's a good question. It depends on the cut, but usually I won't use the hole.
Yeah, it's kind of pointless and dumb.
Well, the boxers have the hole as well, and you would need to use a hole if you went through the zipper, hole. So, I mean, I don't see what the point is. We all need to extricate our Johnson from a hole at some point to urinate. So
Not if you're going commando.
you'll
Is
still.
that correct?
I mean, you could. Look. These
what if I got on sweatpants?
These
There's
are
no-
first world problems. I am talking about when you are riding a horse or a bicycle or sitting on top of a tractor or at work or riding in a truck or any kind of stationary, strenuous position that requires a brief to do the job. Otherwise, you're looking at, long nights, cold baths, and like Jed said, no kids.
10 seconds. Jed, you got a question?
Yeah, you gonna actually ask something, Jed?
Well,
Jesus
if you fucking actually give me a second to get one in edgewise, you're like, the second he answers, you're like, well, I got another fucking question.
Yeah, he was too busy complaining about me to ask a question.
I'm sorry. I mean, I really feel like
Jed bit the bullet on that
yeah,
one.
the
I agree.
boxers.
I
I
think
mean,
he
you
clearly-
know what it was? There was probably a little whiff of a breeze that went up through his boxers, and it just gently tickled him, and he became aroused.
And he became speechless. Obviously.
And now we know why he's the third place person, folks.
All right, Craig. So they're going to ask you some questions.
What you
Chad,
got?
you're going to
What you
ask the
got?
first question. So you have plenty of time. Starting now.
So when you're out there running around commando, how are you going to protect yourself from, fucking clipping your balls in the zipper or chafing the fucking hell out of them on whatever fabric you're wearing? I mean, you got nothing, man, when you're running commando. How's that safe?
First of all, I don't get my balls chafed by my pants. That just doesn't happen. And yeah, you have things called fucking baby powder, bro, which you should do regardless of your style of undergarment. Baby powder's a good idea to make it silky smooth. And as my friend Nick once put, it feels like your balls are in a cloud, especially if you're not restricted by some silly garment.
So you're free balling right now?
Yeah, and the best way to free ball it is with a fucking kilt.
That's just...
Wearing kilts and free balling it is where it's at. Commando. What do you think that comes from? Commando.
What?
It comes from the movie with Arnold Schwarzenegger.
It comes from kilts. People with kilts.
Commando.
They're
I
commandos.
had no idea that kilts and commandos were so tightly joined at the hip.
Well, you learn something new every day, buddy.
Joined at the waist, really.
Yeah, right. They are.
Now, one of you guys going to ask a real fucking question here?
Yeah,
We're just
sure.
wasting everybody's time.
Let me ask you a question.
Please.
How many pairs of pants do you own?
Oh, 7 or 8?
7 or 8 pairs of pants. How often do you do the laundry?
Once every 2 weeks, probably.
Wow.
So you're just running around with ball sweat all over your
Recycling
fucking
a lot
pants
of
for
shit
couple of days?
stains.
Yeah, exactly.
The 8 in 2 weeks, that's like...
At least double the time you're walking around in yesterday's shit stains.
Hey, what I don't understand is how you could be so bold as to think you
I
can
don't
walk
have
around the
shit
world
stains.
without an extra layer of protection
See,
around
if
the
you-
most valuable parts of you.
If you clean appropriately ahead of time, have something lovely like a bidet, then your shit is fucking amazing.
Just wet. Just right general anus water.
Well, you dry the anus water. You don't let it drip in your pants.
I think a little bit of drippage is inevitable, don't you think?
No, I don't think.
It's just zero.
You dry it.
Okay. All right.
You
Fair.
dry it with toilet paper.
Right. That's
30
fine.
seconds.
Dingleberries notwithstanding.
Not to mention, you can't hide a juicy fart when you're going commando.
Listen,
you
when you
guys
have
can
a-
talk
when you
shit all
have
you want, but we
briefs-
know Commando's the sexiest of the style here.
Not
The
a,
women love the Commando.
Please. No. Have you ever been to Europe or Latin America? Okay.
And they're Commando.
They're
A
not
lot.
commando. Listen to me. The brief not only being wonderful and supportive, when it has a shit stain on it, it's utterly disposable.
This
Bye.
isn't about the briefs. You're supposed to ask me questions, pal.
All right, that's time. All right. Like a damn Swiss watch. We'll go the opposite way this time. So, Craig, you're going to do your closing statement. You have a minute, and that starts now.
Again, I can't reiterate more. Life is about freedom. It's about loving yourself. Don't restrict, your essence, your manhood by anything other than cold, crisp, clean air. That's all you need, folks. You don't need no fucking tighty-whities that look like you're a 97-year-old man that easily shows shit stains because they're white. And not to mention, your balls are gonna fucking fall off because they're so restricted. You might as well get one of those things, rubber bands that put around your balls that they do for fucking cows and they shrivel up and fall off. Because that's about what you're gonna do to your fucking pants with that. And the boxer is just a wannabe goddamn commando. It's just I'm pretending to be goddamn commando, and it's pointless. You get that shit riding up, can't wear skinny jeans, can't do nothing. Boxers fucking suck.
That's time.
Go commando.
That's time. All right. And let's see here. Andy, your final statement. 1 minute starts now.
I believe that I've said more than I need to say about why briefs are better, so instead of me going on and on about this, I've decided to let celebrity spokesperson Jack Palance have a go. Briefs. There's nothing better than a brief. Something as classic as a brief. It's clean,
supportive. It's the kind of thing a man wears. You put a brief on, people know where you stand. It's something you can put powder on. You can clean, you can shave around. Nothing ashamed with a brief. You're not hiding behind a curtain like some kind of boxer or some kind of vagrant like some commando. No, you're showing a woman or a man what it's like when you really unpack yourself from something as clean and tidy as a brief. By Menon.
All right.
Woo!
Well timed. Well timed.
Wow.
All right, Jed. Your final rebuttal here starts now.
So Craig's going to try to appeal to your patriotism about wanting freedom and all this other shit without really fully laying out the downsides of getting your balls hung in a zipper or completely having them grated off by fucking denim. But freedom is something you do also get with a boxer. But you also get that layer of security that is going to protect the most important thing to you, your fucking twig and berries. On the other hand, my man Bateman here would have you go completely too far to the other side and choke your package in its own hair, smashed up inside of these fucking briefs. It's savage, man. This man wants to destroy your balls with zippers. This man wants to destroy your kids by not ever letting you have them, by choking your balls. So you got to go with the boxers. They give you the support and the movement. They give you the airflow. You're going to love your life. Go boxer.
All right. Another well-timed speech. Well, there it was. I guess only time will tell. I guess
Yes,
we'll
indeed.
need
I think it's pretty clear.
the listeners will have to weigh in a little bit, don't you think? You feel like, where do you think it landed, bud?
Oh, easily. I've destroyed these two fools.
Oh, my goodness.
I think you've said that every single time.
Yeah.
Usually, I've destroyed these guys. How many times you've lost? So many fucking times.
I'm
It's
in the
sad.
finals. I'm number 1. You're number 3, buddy.
You don't have to tell us which way, but was anybody swayed by anybody else's argument, or do you feel...
I was really swayed by the commando argument.
I was not swayed because I'm wearing grease and I am not swaying at all.
Well done. Touche. What about you, Jed?
I mean, I wear boxer briefs, so I'm kind of a mutant.
So he doesn't even. He does. So he doesn't even support his own.
Kind of a mutant.
What he was selling. You hear that, folks? He doesn't buy what he's selling.
He's hedging his bets.
That's exactly what he's doing.
He's betting his hedges.
I'm scandalous like that.
He's protecting his tets.
All right. Well, this has been the season finale mass debate. First time ever three-way debate. So let us know in the comments how this went, who you think won, and we will see you next time.
Yes, sir.
Peace. All right. You guys ready to play another game?
Taste the
Let's do
crew.
it up.
This is going to be Taste the Crew. This is where we each get to ask each other just some, fun little icebreaker questions to get to know each other a little better. We've all known each other for like 30 plus years, but that's all right. Never.
Yeah, and it's
The
we
well
also-
never dries out.
We also want you all to get to know us. That's really one of the factors here. We want our audience to really get to know who we are.
That's right.
It's a way to
That's
kind
true.
of dive in and
To a point.
understand.
To a point, I don't need these people following me around.
No.
I don't need them engaging me
Well,
in
that's
real life.
something that they need to know about you. Exactly. So I'm
That was a
glad we
freebie then,
started
folks.
This, conversation, because now you know. Don't follow Kirk around.
Don't
Wave
follow.
at me from
He-
across the street, that's fine.
He will kick you in the nuts or mace you. I've seen him do it. He
I
does
do
not
have
like
pepper
fans.
spray.
He does
No.
not like fans.
I'm not fan-oriented.
It's true.
But in this game,
Yeah, in this game.
so we will be asking each other questions that'll kind of help us get to know, help you get to know who we are, and maybe help us discover some aspect of these other guys that we didn't quite know after all these years.
Well, hey, man, thanks for reiterating
I
everything that's
appreciate-
already been
thanks,
fucking
sure.
said. We appreciate you
Thanks
coming
for
Oh,
in.
saying
you're
it.
quite
You wanna
welcome.
say it?
Back
Should
and
we
clean
say it a
up.
third time? Should we say it a third
So
time?
wait a minute.
Why don't we say it? I'll
What's
say
going to
it
happen
now.
here is that you guys are going to ask each other questions that might reveal some insight about yourselves.
That's right.
That's correct.
All right,
Andrew.
yeah, but
So what-
include yourself in that.
Yeah.
There is no you guys. There's an
It's
us.
us.
Yeah,
It's a
you're-
we
you're
factor.
with us this
yeah,
time.
we're gonna ask. So yeah, to reiterate, just because I don't think the audience got it yet, we're gonna ask everybody questions to get a little bit of little show and tell, understand a little bit more about us.
That's right.
Okay, Jed, you want to go first, big guy?
Sure. Right on.
So, Pete,
All right, Jed.
All right, so I'm going to ask this of you, Mr. Bateman.
All right. Yeah, then the guest. I love it.
So, Bateman, if you could pick a TV show to be your life, what show would you pick?
Wow.
Wow,
A
question
TV
sucks.
show to be my life. Oh, that's a kind of a hard one. But then I realized, no, it's not.
Heroes.
No. I think that I'd probably like to be on Miami Vice.
Miami Vice?
Miami Vice.
Ah, interesting.
Yeah.
So you want some action and adventure in your life?
Yes, exactly.
Okay.
I want to solve some crimes. I want to have an aspect of, like, danger. I want to live a hard driving
That's
life.
nice.
I
Okay.
want to
High pace?
Yeah, Sonny Crockett, that kind of, let's just drive down, Biscayne
Get
Boulevard.
the ladies, the fast cars.
Yeah, fast cars, fast boats,
Yeah,
fast ladies.
women. I mean,
Synthesizer.
yeah,
in your
exactly.
hair.
Like, if you're saying what show do I want to live, it's the Miami
Miami
Vice
Vice.
life.
That's
All
funny.
right.
I
Yeah.
thought you would. I thought you were going to choose designing women.
Designing women would be great as well. I would like that. That would be just a hoot.
But Miami Vice, no, that's the way to go.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
Okay.
That is it.
That's my final
That's
answer.
a good one.
All right. Well, now you get to ask one of them.
Oh, it's
a
my
pointed
turn
question.
to ask a question. That's sort of how we go. We
Whoever
bounce.
you'd like. Yeah.
All right. Let me go to my well of questions here. Okay, here we go. I'm going to ask her, what is the most outdated piece of technology that you own and actually use?
Oh,
Outdated piece of technology.
it's probably sitting right over there, isn't it? I think I see it.
Not on this side, but maybe over here. I have I've got a PlayStation 3 hooked up that I play every once in a while. It's got a bunch of games downloaded onto it and some Rock Band. It's like the world's loneliest fucking game console because I'm the only one who uses it. So I've got Rock Band, but I have to like play by myself.
Oh.
Right.
So you're
See, it's sad, right?
You're never the drums, is
What
you're
other
saying.
games, though, besides Rock Band?
I play some Mortal Kombat, some Twisted Metal.
Twisted Metal, yeah.
Twisted Metal Black?
There was actually just a PlayStation 3 just called Twisted Metal. It was
Really?
not very popular, but it's, I just over there in the corner, and it does get used every once in a while. Other than that, I was going to say, I have a VCR, 2 VCRs over here, but I don't use them, so that doesn't count.
I thought you were going to say Arcos.
I have an Arcos. It's in that drawer in there, but it doesn't work. The battery doesn't hold a charge. That's the problem with technology, is it just kind of collects. What do you guys do with your shit? I have a thing with every cell phone I've ever
I have hordes
owned in
of it. Yeah, hordes of it.
What do you do with this shit?
We hope and pray that some archivist one day
That the
will
Lord
be like,
takes it.
so it'll be, yeah, maybe the Lord will take it.
Keep praying.
Maybe
just
one
will
day
not
there'll be an
come.
archaeologist.
Thoughts and prayers.
Is it your turn? Or is it my
No,
turn?
it's your turn to ask, I believe.
All right. Let's see here. Damn it, I just had... Okay, Jed,
Yes.
if you could pick 3 famous people to be a part of your entourage, who would you pick?
Oh.
3 famous people to be part of my entourage. That's a good question.
I know, that's why I asked.
That's why you asked it, I know. I think maybe for first pick, 3's tough. If you had like 4 or 5, it'd be easier, because then you don't have to like get it down to 3.
Just give us
Wilford
fucking
Brimley.
one there.
Wilford Grimley.
There's
one.
Wilford Grimley?
Who the hell is Wilford
Yeah, that's
Brimley?
not a real person.
It's the guy from Cocoon.
Wilford
Wilford
Brimley.
Brimley.
We met a dude that looked dead on that cat when we were working down at Marathon. You
Yeah,
remember him?
nobody gives a fuck. Just
okay,
pick
but wait
your
a minute.
shit.
Is that really someone you would pick?
No.
Okay, because I was about to flip out. That Wilford Brimley was the name of one of the historical people.
That I would hang out with.
Famous
Oh, yeah.
people,
Famous people, yeah.
Just pick some people,
Yeah, you get
man.
3 people.
3 people. So I think Sean Connery, I think, would be a good pick
He's
for one
dead.
of
Try again.
them. It didn't say
Yeah, there was
living-
no
Wait a
stipulation.
minute, read,
for
For any
that.
time.
read the
He's
question
gonna hang
again.
out with a corpse? Fine, that's gross.
Just
Well,
read
I
it.
was thinking it was going to be Sean Connery, like early Bond Sean Connery. You know, still full head of hair.
The question is, if you could pick 3 famous people to be a part of your entourage, who would you pick?
And it didn't say they had to be alive or current or.
I don't know. I
If you
feel
want to
like
haul around a coffin
Yeah.
with
It's
a
like
dead guy in it,
Weekend at
then-
Bernie's with Sean Connery.
Yeah, I guess so. If you want a weekend at
Here-
Bernie's Sean Connery, you're
Now,
welcome to.
as
Who
a
are the 2 people you want carrying around Sean
Yeah.
Connery's corpse with
Yeah,
you for
yeah,
all
who else?
weekend?
it's
Who else?
obviously Andrew
McCarthy and
Yeah.
whoever the other guy
Silverman.
was. Right.
Jonathan
yes,
Silverman.
Yes,
Silverman.
good job.
No.
Oh, shit.
I want to hear Jed's famous people that are still alive, because
Okay.
Jed's a very interesting person, and he would pick interesting historical people.
Yeah.
But I'd like to know more about...
What's alive?
All right, so they have to be
Yes,
living people
living.
right
Yes.
now.
Sure, we'll add that in.
Just trying to think of people that'd be cool to hang out with. Since I don't pay attention to
Well,
celebrities.
remember, you do have to pick 3 of
Right.
these,
This
so
is-
don't
You
think
know,
too hard.
honestly, people really don't care. They just want you to say
Yeah,
fucking
I
names.
know, but I
Nobody
want-
yeah.
actually cares.
This is why I wanted to go with contemporary people,
Don't-
because I knew it would be more difficult.
It's too
Yeah.
difficult for
I think
me.
it's harder for him to pick contemporary
Yes.
people,
Than it
for
is
sure.
people in the past,
yeah.
Definitely,
So-
yeah. Historical figures he knew already.
Yeah, that I could
Sean
spit that out
Connery.
pretty quickly.
Yeah.
Well, Sean Connery would be fun to hang out with.
All right, we'll
He's
pick
not
somebody
Yeah, we-
living.
All right.
Established
Living
that.
people. Okay, fine. Shut the fuck up and let me think. All right, so celebrities I'd like to hang out with. Tom Hanks would be fun, I think.
Okay, that's a good one.
All
He's
right.
got a fucking awesome,
He's
got
right
an
up
awesome
your
career
alley.
we can talk about.
Okay.
Yeah,
All
plus
that
he's a
kind of shit.
big history buff himself.
Exactly.
You guys would get along
That's
like
true,
very much so.
actually.
Well, the dad from Succession,
Brian Cox.
Brian Cox. He'd be fucking fun to hang out with.
Okay.
Again, because he had a fucking awesome career. And
Sweet, a bunch of old guys.
Bunch of guys that are almost dead.
Almost dead.
But
dead
not
guy,
quite.
too, almost dead guys.
And then fucking the dude that played Aquaman last.
Jason Momoa?
Yeah, Jason Momoa. would be
Oh,
fun to hang out with.
nice.
Okay.
Nice.
All right.
Okay.
I think that'd be a cool mix of
There
people.
you got somebody just
He
ready
gave
to
us
do some
4,
wild
but-
stuff. You know, like I don't know if Brian Cox can keep up.
Well, you guys switched to live, and Sean Connery's dead, so
Okay,
I picked
that's
3
fair.
live people.
Okay, we're good.
All right, that's
I like
fair.
it.
All right,
That was
Jason
good.
Momoa
Mhm.
replaces Sean Connery. Sounds
So
about right.
So Jason Momoa, Brian Cox,
And Tom
and
Hanks.
Tom Hanks. That is a wild mix of people.
Tom Hanks is probably the one replacing Sean Connery.
Oh, okay then.
Just in case,
Just
folks,
in
you were
case
wondering.
in case you were wondering what the
which
swap out
one,
was.
yeah. Who's third on the list?
That'd be my entourage. 2 guys on life support and 1 dude that can carry him around.
Tom Hanks is not that old.
Well, he's not.
Yeah.
Yet. But, so now I got to ask a question. I'm going to ask a question to you, Craig.
All right, please do. I'd love to answer. Thank you.
If you were to become famous, what would you want to be famous for?
It would be obviously being brilliant. That's what I would be famous for. Just being an absolute fucking genius.
It's a fucking really amorphous concept.
So,
You can't narrow it
similar
down more
to
than
reality.
that.
Similar to reality, but
I just want to be
Nah.
really smart. That's what I want to be known for.
I don't. Yeah, that's pretty fucking. What else do you want me to say?
So he wants to be loved for his brains,
For
and not
brilliance.
his body.
And not his
No,
body.
not just
Yeah.
brains. Brilliance.
Okay.
Brilliance, sir.
He wants to be seen as the indispensable man in every situation.
Now, was that the thing? He was allowed to pick something that he doesn't necessarily. And I'm not judging your intelligence,
But something he never
What,
have
you
a
don't think
fucking
I'm
chance in the
brilliant,
world for.
But I want to know. Yeah, is he supposed to pick something that he's actually
If he
could
would
be
if he
known
was to
for?
become
It?
famous, what
It's
would you
my
like to be
brilliance.
famous for?
I mean, I don't understand why that is debatable here.
We don't understand how it's not.
I mean,
Like your jump shot maybe is real good or something.
Yeah. He's got the most brilliant jump.
No,
you
my
you ended
jump
up being
shot
the
is
best
not
at the fast
brilliant.
break.
but just who I am. Come on.
He wants to be
Absolute
famous
stunning
for being him,
brilliance. Yeah.
Okay.
which is the most spot-on question or answer to that question you would hope to get from a narcissist.
Hey, I don't appreciate the insults, man. You asked me the question, I answered. Okay, buddy.
You got your honest answer.
I
you
did.
Son of a bitch.
Yeah, what a fucking cocksucker.
All right, well, now it's your turn to ask
All
a
right,
question.
I'm gonna ask you a question, buddy.
Oh, right back at me, huh?
Yeah, I'm gonna ask you a question. If you could replace your legs with an animal's legs, what animal would it be?
That's a good question.
Now, I know you've thought about this.
I have thought about it, and I'll tell you what I would replace it with. Replace it with a kangaroo, and then I would make millions in the NBA.
What?
You know, in the
Kangaroo would get the shit kicked out of them.
they are
in the NBA.
strong. They have big bodies that can box out.
They're not quick enough.
But he's only getting the feet, right? You're only getting the
Yeah,
legs.
he's
Getting the
only getting
legs,
the
but you
legs.
got that jump now.
Yeah, it seems like a
be like a new-
mid
I'd be
'90s
like a-
movie about a guy
definitely.
like who
Be like
gets
a-
But
kangaroo
I
legs.
don't think you
in
could
the
be like a
dribble
new-
though if you're hopping. You can't. You gotta. That would be a traveling every time,
I'd figure it out.
Oh boy,
wouldn't it? It'd be traveling.
I don't.
How
know.
would you get your basketball shorts on?
I thought you'd do something like a horse.
A horse?
Yeah,
Cheetah.
Like a centaur?
yeah.
Just the back legs of a horse, though. I mean, hooves you need 4 legs for. They just,
Yeah,
you're
I
not
bet
gonna
he
able,
wouldn't
you
be able to
couldn't
hold his
keep
upper
anything
body up.
Yeah. You need something that's got some feet.
It's true. This dude has a hard time walking on 2 regular feet.
So, no, kangaroo, I think, is the way to go.
All right.
It's already set up to be bipedal.
Mm.
And, like I said, dude, you'll be able to jump like fucking 10 feet in the air.
All right.
So I got to
Alright,
ask
yeah,
another
you're up
question
next,
again,
buddy.
huh?
You're up next, pal.
I had any idea you were going to fire right the fuck back at me? I'd ask somebody else.
You poor little bitch.
Well, yeah, because you knew I had 2. So you're like, yeah, fuck it. Let's give him 3 real quick.
Boom, 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 boom. Get all the jets
Kirk.
out of the way.
Yes, sir.
If you just had obscene amounts of money, what unnecessary thing would you buy?
Oh my god. Jeez, if I had just a crazy amount of money, I'd love those conveyor belts in airports.
You would want those?
Yeah, just throughout the place. Some escalators.
Rig them up to bring you different things? So, like, there's one that can bring you
No,
food
I can go
or-
to the things. I can just do it with a little less effort.
Okay.
I just need to ride on the conveyor belt.
Oh, so you're talking about, like, the walking escalators that-
people movers,
Okay.
Yeah,
conveyor
I see what you're
belts.
saying. I thought you meant, like, the shit that brings out your fucking luggage.
Oh, no. Hey, they can put those out there, too. I'll ride around in that shit. But no, mainly the thing that you just don't have to walk on.
Okay.
Because they had that in the Jetsons, and it looked pretty good.
It did look
true.
nice,
It
yeah.
looked good.
That does
Yeah.
look fun.
So you basically you would have any long straightaway in your house would be mobile. You just step onto it and it'd carry you there.
Yeah, I'd just like
Remember
to, not have to put as much effort. I'm at
No,
home,
would you
I'm
replace the
relaxing.
stairs with escalators as well? 'Cause, I mean, if you're gonna go that
Absolutely, yeah.
fucking far, you might as well totally automate the house.
Exactly right. You
Okay.
get it. You get where my head's at.
I got what
Oh,
you're
yeah.
saying. Yeah, do less work. He's behind that.
That's my motto. It's
That's
my credo.
how he rolls.
When I meditate, I tend to just mutter that to myself over and over again.
Right on. Well, shit. That's what he would do. He'd just make himself lazier.
He would.
All right.
What question you got now, buddy?
Okay. I already asked Kirk something. So I'm going to say,
I'm gonna ask Jed,
Fire away, sir.
if you could make water smell like anything, what would it smell like?
If I could make water smell like anything, what would it smell like?
we know it's cum.
Christ
We know
almighty,
the answer
sir.
to that one.
Now, if I could make water smell like anything, probably make it smell like no.
Oh, there is a little like helpful thing next to the question I read. It said, "Remember, you have to shower in it."
Oh, you got to shower.
Remember,
It's definitely jism, though.
Yeah.
Then fucking A. I mean, I'd probably do some kind of like a flower scent, like lavender or rose or something like that. Something
But you
smell
gotta
like-
drink it too, though.
mix it with lemonade and stuff.
Would you still go floral if you had to drink it?
Oh, maybe, I don't know.
Because it's gonna like kind of every single thing that has water in it's gonna have that taste to it.
A rose.
Right. It's an essence.
I mean, you can have smell and not taste though.
Yeah. Okay.
All right.
All right. Floral.
Floral,
Floral
something
smell.
floral.
Something floral.
Probably lavender. I think lavender's got a good smell to it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
It's very nice.
Lavender it is.
We just learned definitely something about Jet. He likes the lavender.
He loves the lavender.
Christmas gift ideas.
That's right. So you're out of questions, huh? It's one
I am out of
us.
questions, yes, sir.
I have 2 remaining. I'll go. Andrew, who is your celebrity lookalike?
Oh. I don't think I have a celebrity.
No?
No, I don't. I mean,
Peter Dinklage?
maybe. Yeah, maybe. I get a lot of different people that tell me that I look like different celebrities at different points in time. So
Leo DiCaprio?
that was back in the day. Although
When you were a
someone
young
just
man.
recently said that since I've had my hair longer, they were like, "Oh, you could just sweep it back and have that Leo look." And then when I had my hair short and like a beard, people were saying you looked like Justin Timberlake
Mm.
Okay, I could see you being JT.
with more shorter hair and
Yeah.
like stubble.
Well, but what do you think? These are
Ricky
what other
Schroeder,
people
I
think.
got a lot when he was big.
I could see that too.
Yeah.
At the height of his silver
Yeah,
spoons.
Macaulay Culkin when I was his age. We got that a lot.
When you say we, was that you and Macaulay Culkin got
Yeah,
told
we
you
got
look like
compared
you?
to each
Yeah.
other.
Okay.
Yes.
He's
Like,
like,
you
"Oh,
look
you're
like Andy Bateman.
Yeah, right.
Anybody ever tell you that you look like Andy?
Yeah. So I don't know. I
Well,
think,
what about you? Yeah, what about you? Who do you think?
I don't think it's hard to say. I don't think I look like anybody. Like the other day, I thought that I looked like Kix Brooks from Brooks and Dunn,
Okay.
but I didn't. I just caught a glimpse
What
when I was
about-
playing a banjo
What
and I
about
was singing a
Chunk
country
from,
song.
Goonies.
Who? Chunk from Goonies? I've
Goonies.
never had that before. So I don't have one. I think I'm kind of chameleon-esque. sometimes. So
you do have a myriad of looks.
Yeah, so I don't think that there's a
Yeah,
person that I look like, because at times I will look like that person, but then you could see me later and I won't.
I get a lot
look
of
like that.
George Clooney and Brad Pitt.
You do?
That's what I get.
I can see that. Yeah, from Syriana.
Syriana?
Uh huh. Yeah, Syriana. I can see that for sure.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
Yeah.
I wish I could just nail one and be like, yeah. I think it's a myth about the doppelganger and the celebrity look-alike and those kinds of things.
Okay, just ask your question now. You're
Oh,
right.
I forgot. I forgot my question, and it's got to go to you. If you were forced to participate in a flash mob dance, what song would you perform to, and why?
Okay,
If you were forced to perform. Apparently you're being forced to do this,
Okay.
but you
Against your will.
You get to pick the song. Yeah.
It's like,
Why?
you got to do this, but we'll let you pick the music.
Yeah.
it's gonna be that Tay song, Break It Off. Can we break it off?
Shake
by-
It Off.
Shake It Off
Yeah.
by Tay Tay.
So lame.
And it's probably gonna be downtown, like by the fountain.
Oh, now you're picking the venue too, huh?
Why not? We gotta put the visual in our people's heads.
They gave you choice
Yo.
of music.
So yeah,
And why?
And why?
Why are you
Because
picking
Tay Tay is the fucking... She slays, yo. She slays. Tay Tay. Just because I didn't have a long, rambly answer
No,
like you
no.
doesn't mean...
Me,
that
I don't have.
I knew
don't
exactly
care.
what it was.
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine.
Shake it off or break it off, whatever.
He's like,
off.
I'll do both to you,
Yeah, I'll do it both.
darling.
Shake it
Sweetheart.
and break it.
You force me to do a Tay Tay flash mob dance any day.
It was shake and break, and he helped.
Shake and break.
Oh my god.
And that. What was that?
That was Taste the Crew.
Taste the Crew.
And you got a taste, folks.
Yes, we did.
We getting tasty up in here.
Whoa.
Well, man, that
Holy
was something
cow.
else.
That was a
That-
humdinger. Humdinger of an episode, fellas.
That masturbate was exhausting. That three-way.
Regular mosh pit, man. That was
Yeah, I
debate for
didn't,
the ages.
You guys
didn't-
had to be towed down several times during that.
I didn't know who was making out with who sometimes, you know?
It was nasty. The weirdest game of Twister I ever
It
saw.
was kind of wild.
Three-way masturbating does get messy.
Yeah.
But we know how much you folks at home like that kind of nasty thing. And we've heard your voice, and we are going to try and do something about that. We don't want to give away too much, right, guys?
That's true. We don't want to give away too much, but just know that there's going to be a lot more masturbate coming.
Masturbation future looks bright.
Masturbation future looks
That is
bright.
a great way to put it, Jed.
This man is a poet.
This guy could not, he's clearly the best at talking about masturbating. So we really appreciate that.
I'm a practitioner's masturbator.
It's true.
You heard it here, folks, right from the horse's mouth, folks.
And then, of course, we need to give it up for our returning guest, Andy. Always, it's
What
always
a
great to
gem.
have him
What
come
a
in
lovely
and join
man.
What a
us.
gem.
What an absolute fabulous human being.
He's
You
top
know?
shelf.
Yes, he
Top
is.
shelf prime beef.
And he always brings the fun.
He does. He brings the thunder.
And he's he's a nice lighter side to our obviously always kind of dark.
More chaotic.
Right.
Yeah, and of course, we gotta thank you guys for listening
Absolutely.
this whole season and the last and to everything and buying our merch when we put it out and
We do
sending
all
us
this
money in
for
the
you
mail.
guys.
We love
We
this
appreciate
shit.
that.
We
you
love the
know?
money.
Yeah, send us the money. We love that. So, yeah, season 2 over, guys.
Yeah, it is. That's the end of it.
Look for more fun soon. But first, as always, to play us out, it's those globe-trotting troubadours from the X-planet Pluto. It's Red Rhythm with Funky People.
Oh, yeah.
Enjoy.
With everyone shouting about it, it's something that can't be ignored. I can feel the music around me, so turn it up, give me some more. Hey, 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 show that you're funky. Red rhythm till we got
Is this the kind of thing that you might edit out?
No.
Not even the rolling of the dice?
No.